from Jinjer, and you're watching Loud TV.
Very loud. There are 4 drivers in the crew. There are 7 people now, including the band, and 4 drivers. And we just take shifts and we drive same way as we used to. There is a new van, bigger van than we used to have. But anyway, we drive ourselves. We don't have a separate driver. So it's only getting easier now. Just with time, it's getting easier and easier, and it's not as hard as it was, for example, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, it was absolutely I can't just pick a word. So much hard, so complicated. But now it's just getting easier, little by little. So it's okay. Everybody knows how hard it is to be an opener, and we are an opener, and it's okay. We are not complaining about that, but. What I am really proud of is that we managed to light up everyone being an opener, and people really get crazy while we are on stage. It's cool.
Because there are a lot of men, and you see the space is quite
tight.
Small and tight. Yeah. So I don't have really enough space for my baggage, for my bag. But I'm quite adaptable, so I try to take as it comes, you know. So yeah, just like switch on the Zen mood and just go on.
It's actually it's a good time to start, but you see we are there is such a huge demand for Jinjer everywhere, and we just, I believe my own opinion is that we haven't yet fulfilled all the demand for King of Everything. There are people, for example in America, who haven't seen us yet live with old songs, and we are, to some extent, we are just obliged to come in there and playing for them with this old material, which is almost 2 years old now. King of Everything was out in 2016. But we will play until September. All our tours are scheduled until September, and in September it's the end for touring. We will lock ourselves in the studio and we'll work really hard on new songs. But we have already started in some way. We have some ideas for new songs. Well, yes, I believe it will be next year. It will be out next year.
Knock on wood calls?
Definitely, we have a contract with them, and we are absolutely satisfied with all our collaboration.
Nice.
Yes, and we have just announced, not just, but months ago we announced a tour with Cradle of Filth. It's starting in the end of March, and the whole April we'll be touring around the US. Yes, finally. We've been working for this for so long. It's just such a huge achievement for us.
She's happy.
Well, everybody's happy about
Yeah.
it. Yes, finally. I'm saying finally because I think it has lasted for a few years. People were just begging on the Facebook. When were you coming to the States? And it was really hard to explain because Americans, they live in a different world. They don't really understand what it takes to get there. So yeah, now it happens.
Yeah.
Well, I think there is nothing to frighten us with.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. We've seen everything. We've been everywhere in Europe. We come from Eastern Europe, come on, ex-Soviet Union. So we know everything about touring, more or less. And yeah, there are aspects which will be new for us in the States, but I don't think something to shock us with.
Tatiana, what's the worst moment in the last 2 years?
For me,
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, everything is working really good, and all the bad things are left in the past, like long time ago. So, like touring wise, there's nothing bad at all. Everything is getting even better and better. So yeah, nothing bad for me.
Well, they should expect a really hardcore show. I think really hardcore and really heavy. And I know that they are very experienced because most of my favorite bands come from the USA. But we'll try to surprise them with how strong we are. Inside, energetics.
Yeah, with the super energy, superpower from Ukraine.